for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a 2-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. A solid start to this one for John. Aaron Nola gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Here's Chris Bryant now. His past line against Aaron Nola. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone! Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. And the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is skied into short left center. Hoskins waits on it. He's got it 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin there.
1 sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, D-Roll, you feel like the pitcher there, you caught a break. That one off the wall. That should definitely have been extra bases.
Yeah, as a teammate, you can handle the physical mistakes. It's the mental mistakes that grind you.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line and gone for a home run. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Not a lot of doubt about that home run, and with Show Track, we can see why. 118 miles an hour off the bat, you hit it that hard, and you get some air under it, and it's not going to stay in the ballpark.
Here's Addison Russell.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The 0-1 delivery. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit to third. There is Franco to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Third baseman number 7,
Striding in, Maikel Franco. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Lester's 2-0 home. Dribbled up the line. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Phillies down in order. They trail here. Here's Javier Baez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Grounder down the line at third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. So stepping in, John Lester.
Batting ninth, pitcher, John
First offering on its
Lester.
way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Crawford backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, center
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Line drive to center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So Anthony Rizzo will have a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Row. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field. And gone up into the 2nd deck. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo, and this lead swells to 7-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Williams racing back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clown. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
3 runs already home here. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Williams is there to put it away and finally put an end to the... And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now Lester's 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In the air, down the line in left. Schwarber is after it. And he makes the catch in the corner. Stepping in, Mark Leiter. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. 1 out. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Herrera at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, John Lester. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Softly on a line to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, D-Row, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Throw won't get him.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Williams, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Popped him up. Alfaro is there. And that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First time up, he went down looking. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Herrera can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. So he got him swinging. Odubel Herrera is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
First baseman.
Lester gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. And the Phillies are into the hit column. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deliver the 0-1. A little bouncer. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Wilson Contreras. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Alfaro shading to his right. 1 down. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Just a tick behind for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. Into the second deck and gone. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, his 2nd of the game, as the blowout continues.
The batter.
Here's Addison Russell.
Addison.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Hoskins waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Herrera's there. And that's the 3rd out. Up next will be Nick Williams. Comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Yeah, and that is off the first base bag. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Around second now and headed for third. Williams takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He'll score easily. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Michael Franco is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber on the move. 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
Settling in now, J.P. Crawford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 0-2 the count to Crawford. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
There's a strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 11 and the Phillies 1. Digging in, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Second baseman.
First pitch on its way.
Baez.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting. The pitcher.
Stepping in, John Lester. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Ned, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.